YouTube, Rumble, Internet folks, what's going on? Big Max Dolluz up here, Vlog.24-ish. Came out in the wilderness today, smoked a cigarette with you guys. Wanted to talk a little bit about smoking cigarettes. Uh-oh. Smoking on Camel Blue out here at Apple Tree camping area, another place that got burned. I don't condone smoking. It's kind of what I wanted to talk about. This is actually the third time that I've been addicted to cigarettes. Let me go back. In about around 2013, I got in a little bit of trouble with the law and had to be on probation, which meant that I can't smoke marijuana. Anybody that's been watching my vlog for any amount of time knows. Big fan of reefer. Love the ganja. But a little bit before I got sober, back then, I had been smoking black and milds just to kind of smoke them, you know, when I wasn't smoking weed and like when I was drinking and whatever. Loved black and milds a lot, smoked a lot of them. But then it just kind of stopped doing it, and like cigarettes were a little bit better. I know the sun's right there, so it's kind of whatever. Anyway, so when I was getting sober on probation, I just kind of like needed something, or I thought that I needed something. But there's something about quitting drinking and quitting smoking that my brain tells me that I need to replace it with something. So I replaced the drinking with gambling, naturally. And then I, replaced the smoking weed with smoking cigarettes. I think in my brain that I enjoy the act of smoking. Sitting outside, looking around, just having a smoke. And of course, once you get addicted to cigarettes, your body really loves them. If you haven't had one for a minute, it's like getting a fresh glass of water after you've ran or something. I don't know what to compare it to, but your brain tells you that you love it. So anyway, after I got sober, I smoked from 2013 until I got off probation 3 years later, and immediately went back to smoking weed and quit cigarettes. And I could do it just like that. If I have something to replace it with, I can quit just like that. So smoked weed again, and then completely quit cigarettes for, until 2020. I got out of prison in 2020, and of course I had to be on probation again. So started smoking cigarettes, but that was only 6 months long. 6 months probation. As soon as I was off probation, bam, switched back to weed. Cigarettes gone again. No problem. I mean, it's kind of as far as like a habit and like trying to fill that time, it's a little bit of an issue, but I just smoked weed when easy switch, no problem. Fast forward to about 3-4 months ago, I was in Palm Springs, and I was completely over it, and I needed to quit smoking weed again. So knowing that I was going to have to quit smoking weed, instead of waiting until I actually quit smoking weed, I started smoking while I was still smoking weed, because I was quitting just because I knew I was gonna have to like start finding a new job and everywhere drug tests and all that kind of shit. So being proactive, I started smoking cigarettes to kind of get used to smoking cigarettes again so I could quit weed. And quitting weed was fairly easy. I just kind of like weaned myself off for a week and then just dropped it. However, it was a little more difficult than the other times. I think it might have something to do with me smoking specifically vapes, and they're stronger. And it's a side note, it's been 3 months since I haven't smoked weed, and it's still in my system. I take drug tests every day. 3 months later, so all those things that you see online about how weed gets out of your system in 30 days, that's crap. Because I just took a drug test maybe 3 days ago and I'm still testing positive. So I don't know if it's because of the vapes and they haven't readjusted their statistics, but I can assure you that it doesn't. And I was a hardcore smoker all day, every day, morning till night. Hardcore stoner, always have been. So it's a little bit more difficult to quit smoking weed, but started smoking cigarettes, and now in 3 months I'm up to a pack a day again, which is all right, because all the other times that I smoked cigarettes I'm up to more like a pack and a half, 2 packs. So I don't think that I necessarily enjoy. The only thing that I don't enjoy about cigarettes is the fear of getting cancer. I don't care about how it smells. I don't care about how much it costs. I know that it looks like I have a mental disease, because I think that when you smoke cigarettes, like, I look at it like I have some sort of mental disorder, like I am seriously crazy for smoking, and I think it's probably true. You know that they kill you. I know that they kill it's a major problem, major health issues ahead. But that's really the only thing that I worry about. Like I said, I think that I enjoy the act of smoking, having a smoke, just chilling, I'm filming over here too, with my new camera, a new dash cam, just trying it out, So that is my experience with smoking cigarettes, and it is incredibly difficult to not smoke once you've started. To even hold back and not smoke as much is incredibly difficult. So if you're thinking about starting smoking, I don't know why you would. I have an incredibly addictive personality, and I form habits really, really quick. Just a lifetime of dealing with chemical dependency, some might say. But I don't actually plan on quitting smoking cigarettes until I can start smoking weed again. And I don't know when the hell that's going to be. I really don't know when that's going to be. Let's do another one, shall we? If I haven't already mentioned, it's New Year's Eve 2024. And I'm in the Southern California mountains. And it's not super cold, but it is friggin' brisk. It's just... That was a fucking bug. It is fucking chilly up here, for sure. My hands are cold as fuck. Almost couldn't get this shit lit. It's New Year's Eve. I'm sure there's a lot of New Year's resolutions out there. I wonder how many people are going to attempt to quit smoking cigarettes tomorrow. Today's going to be their last day of smoking for their get healthy thing. I myself have never really had any New Year's resolutions. And I'm sure as hell not going to start this year. Just not into it. And it's not that I think I'm going to let myself down. But I'm like, any day is a good day to change things around for yourself, really. You know, it doesn't have to be on New Year's. You could do it on March 4th or July 23rd. It would be nice to be completely healthy, exercising all the time, eating right, not have any vices. And I'm probably going to knock a bunch of years off of my life by not living a healthy lifestyle. You know. But the good news is I'm 44, and I honestly thought I would be dead a long time ago, the way that I was living throughout my 20s, early 30s. I almost died multiple times in my early 30s. In an 18-month span, I wrecked a Harley, almost got decapitated by a fence. I got beat up outside of a bar while my blood alcohol was like 0.36 or 0.38 or some deadly amount of booze in my system. I almost got shot by the police, by multiple police, all within an 18-month period. That's why I was on probation in 2013, by the way. Since then, hasn't really, since getting sober hasn't really been a total picnic either. There's definitely been some not so pleasant things that have happened in life since then, but I've managed to stay off of booze. And people say, yeah, but you've been smoking weed most of the time. I can honestly say that using alcohol every single day until the point that you black out most nights is a lot different than smoking pot all day, every day. Even health-wise, not to mention how much trouble that I would get myself into, or how many relationships that I definitely ruined, how unpredictable I was. It's easy to predict what's going to happen with me when I'm smoking weed. I'm going to be at home, chilling. But my idea back in the day when I was drinking was, I'm going to get this bottle and then we'll just see what happens. People call you up, hey, what are you going to do tonight, man? Well, I'm going to drink this bottle and then, we'll see. Because I honestly did not know. I could turn a normal ass day into absolute chaos, or I could just pass out and urinate all over myself. Very unhealthy living, very chaotic lifestyle. But when I was in my 20s and early 30s, you're kind of not awake, I guess. All in all, I would say, I've probably said on this channel before, when you get sober, it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna have your life is gonna get better for sure. Your life could get 10 times worse. It just, you're not hurting yourself, But life will sure come and kick you in the nuts, even if you're sober, You could get sober and then get in a car accident the next day. You could get sober and then get cancer the next day. Doesn't guarantee anything. It just guarantees that you're going to be sober and not living in this chaotic whatever. But I think all in all, you're just kind of waking up. Like, I quit drinking right before I turned 33. And it was really like just kind of joining the rest of the world. And I was at pretty much rock bottom. You know, I've been at rock bottom a few times in my life. I'm pretty much at rock bottom right now. I don't have a lot going on, man. But I don't know. I'm okay with it right now, you know. I'm doing okay right now. Other than the smoking. And I hope that you are doing okay too. If you're not, it's New Year's. You start a new year. 2024 wasn't the best for me, that's for damn sure. Battled massive depression about halfway through the year. Hated where I was at, hated where I was working. Just kind of isolated, and even though I had, you know, a full life by some people's standards, you know, other than having children, I had whatever, my own place, decent job that I hated, saving money, whatever, the normal stuff, but I just didn't really have any kind of like anything really. Like, you just, I don't know, just kind of out here in the world. That's it. And maybe you feel like you're out here in the world and just kind of isolated and shit. And I don't know, I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but I'm not going to tell you that things are going to get better. They might not. But, and I'm not one of those people that's like, every day above ground is a blessing, you know. Every day I'm not sick or in jail is a good day. I don't believe that at all. There are some horrible fucking days out here. Just cause. But if you're listening to this video right now, you're alive. And I think the whole point of everything is to just experience life however you're experiencing it. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. It's been a long one. I've had a couple smokes. It's cold as hell. Yeah, Max Dolluz. Till the next one.